Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO and today I am playing more of the original Doom. So getting that yellow key allows us to go into here, which there is, oh Jesus, also a couple enemies there. Now these things do drop when you cross that trigger. And this one on this side actually has a secret in it. Actually has a pair of secrets, because this one leads back out here. I don't think you can get in from the outside that way. And then it also leads to some health pickups. Now you can also leave the secret over here if you have the blue key, but of course I don't yet. And then also there is the pentagram here. I think that teleports you back to the starting room. But in reality, I want to abuse this. Because you go over this trigger, and that door opens. Alright, and on either side, a bunch of guys end up coming out. You hear that? This game had a thing known as monster infighting, which is when thank you, sir. That ghostly pink demon was between me and the pistol guys. And when the pistol guys fired, they'd miss me, hit the pink demon, and then piss him off at them. Which this leads to another few secrets. Triple secret, actually. But yeah, so that would make the pink demon mad at them. Which in turn causes the pink demon to start fighting them. If you go up these platforms to get the secrets and you aren't fast enough to jump off, don't worry, there's actually a switch inside the room on top of each platform that will cause them to lower again. Yeah, like I said, I know way too much about this first game, or this first episode. That switch we hit that caused the two pillars to lower opens up this door here. Well, I guess it's more of a wall until you open it. And then, I don't need any health right now. Having some shotgun guys... Whoa! Having them, quote-unquote, on your side by putting enemies between you and them is a very nice way to chip through enemy health. I am not used to taking out imps with single shotgun blasts that easily. Alright, so we just got the blue key. I think that switch... Oh, wait, what? No. I thought that opened up something over here. That switch, I believe, opens up the door there so you can get around. And I know that there is another ghost demon there. Can you... for a second I thought you could... Oh, no, the blue door's over there. This room was another one I didn't care for as a kid because the weird lighting effects... Bastard. The weird lighting effects made it very difficult to see what's going on. But there's actually a little alcove over here with another new power-up. That is a light amplification visor. Back in the day, all that would do is make it so that... all it would do in the past is make it so the darkness of a particular area goes away. So it would just brighten everything up. This is that blue door from earlier with the teleport. The teleporter. But in GZ Doom, one of the changes you can make involves making it so the light amplification visors work kind of like night vision goggles. And then for whatever reason, there's like a little shortcut secret there. I don't know why. It doesn't really count it as a secret. And then another level completed. What level is this? This is 6, so there's only this and 2 more levels left. I think I might try to squeeze all 3 of them into this one. Oh! Into this one video. Alright, that... Excuse me. I was trying to explain a thing, sir. That room over here, there are actually a couple enemies in there, so it's a good idea to take out those barrels from outside of the room. Alright, this room is actually kind of a trap, because once you pass that line, that... Well, I suppose it's a line from there to there, maybe? Once you pass that line, the door closes behind you. And then once you grab the key, all kinds of doors on the side open. Now, I believe this just opens again after a certain amount of time. But I am not sure, because you can tie triggers to, I believe you can tie them to when, yeah, you can tie them to when certain enemies are killed, as well as, I guess, to time. Oh yeah, I guess all that was in here was that red key. And you need the red key for the other side, which I've already been to. I'll show you what's in this room. Just a bit of health pickups, well, health power-ups, and then lots of shotgun ammo. And then this is another little trap, I believe. Yeah, that's the trigger that raises that, so those guys can come out and get you. Oh, I forgot to mention, that's a thing that became known as a monster closet, which is when they pack a few monsters and maybe a few pieces of ammo or something in a small room that opens when you move past or somehow otherwise trigger it. And then over here, grab that, because on this side there is... Actually, that's the way out, so I want to go this way first. Another soul sphere. And then, it's rare that I see in a 200 armor pickup and I don't end up picking it up. That means at some point I already had enough. And then this just lets you back out into the main area. That's the red key. Where's the blue key go? Oh no, it's through here. Ooh, barely missed that one. I am also not used to killing pink demons in 2 shots. That just leads to an elevator. There's 3 yellow doors that all go to the same area. I don't know why I generally switch off to a rocket launcher like that. I actually meant to switch off to my rocket launcher there. Why are you sliding? I don't know why that... Who is... I don't know why that's doing that. I know that sometimes when you kill an enemy near a set of stairs, they'll kind of have some momentum that takes them down the stairs. But I'm not used to seeing enemies just sliding across surfaces like that. Alright, that switch opens up a wall near the start of this section, which I'll show in just a second, and then yet another very obvious secret. This one brings you to a, I believe that's just called an auto map. Open that again. Because like I said, in this game, there was a built-in mapping feature. The only problem is the game doesn't pause when you enter the map. So you can still move around, or you can hit F to turn follow mode off. Now anyway, that power-up. The areas you've seen are red and either yellow or green. I can't tell what color those are when they're this bright. The areas you haven't seen are in gray. Normally you can't see those, but that's what the power-up does. It fills out the rest of the map for you, which is very helpful if the developer made their map so that the secrets show up on the auto map. And that switch I hit is what raised this, which leads to the yellow key and backpack and some more armor. There is a secret. Some ammo and enemies to kill there. There is a secret way to get out of this area. And that is right behind the armor here is another shotgun. And it leads you also out to here. And there's actually a pretty nice secret back in this corner, but this only raises once you've been into that previous area. I'm not sure what triggers that to raise, but otherwise it's just a little alcove that doesn't really offer much. And then it leads you out here. I've noticed that you have a lot of rockets by the end of this first episode. But yes, this is the section. This is the section of the map that is beyond those yellow doors earlier in the game. That's a switch that I will show you in just a second. That switch opens up that wall, or door rather, that leads you to the end of this section, end of this level. There's just some health up there. Oh shit, I guess that seal's behind you. Alright, stock up on ammo and whatnot. Because once you go in there... Shit. Oh, Jesus. I didn't even remember there was a still pink guy in here. So, you kind of want to deal with the pink demons sort of like you deal with combat in Daggerfall. You get up real close and then take like a half step back, and then after that they're outside of melee range, so then you can just shoot them without having to worry about getting bitten. Come on. Oh, they were still too far away. Alright. Things seem to have calmed down a bit. Ooh, maybe not. And up here... Ooh, Jesus, I forgot he was there. Oh, missed that. Most elevators, you can hit the use button on the side of them, and they're designed in a way that makes them lower again. Up here was the yellow key. But I do want to clear out a little bit more of the level first. These guys you can just barely snipe through the window at times. I don't think he's coming back. Oh! It's because he's trying to get a better angle on me. I'll deal with him in a second. And then over here's the red door. So I believe I am all set for the yellow doors. This is another room that I didn't really care for as a kid, because that little lip, or that little gap, I guess is the word, actually allows the enemies to shoot at you while you did not really have a very good angle on shooting them back, due to not being able to do mouse look back in the day. I suppose I didn't really need that shotgun ammo. Where? Oh, okay, now I know where. For a second I forgot what that door led to. Can't go in there yet. Alright, there's actually a bunch of secrets that this leads to. And one of them is another auto map. You just have to be very careful. But once you get close enough to pick up the auto map, this little platform here raises. So I'm actually out of time for the video, but I'm going to keep recording anyway, because I know that the next level is very short. So I'm going to just push through and make this an extra long level. So jump down here, grab the environmental suit, and this up here leads to a switch that opens up a different, something that's not really considered a secret, but is still a not so evident thing. So I guess in more broad terms it is technically a secret. Right, but now you gotta backtrack all the way over here. Every time you step onto that area, this platform rises. And then on the other side, There is just a bunch of weapons and ammo and another backpack, and you can just get out anyway. So over here is where that thing that's a secret but not a secret, it leads to this chainsaw, which if you didn't have one by now, then... Well, I suppose if all the chainsaws are really hidden behind secrets, then it wouldn't be all that evident as to how to get one. Alright. One thing I like about this level, and I think it was one of those design things that they mention in one of those level making books, is you can make levels that feel really large but aren't really all that big by making it so you can look out of windows and see other sections of the level. That's another way to make it so even if you're backtracking, it doesn't really feel like you're backtracking. So in actuality, I do have to backtrack quite a distance. Yes, I forgot. This level has a lot of monster closets that open up once you get far enough. Once you start picking up, like, keys and such. In fact, if you listen, you can hear another one open up right there. Which leads to some more shotgun guys. And I think it also lets out... Yep! Yeah, see? The shotgun guy hit the imp, and then the imp was so pissed off that he turned around and clawed the shotgun guy to death. You son of a bitch. And this is a section... Oh, right, I forgot. That was a lucky miss. Where the hell is it? Is it... Yeah, there we go. This is a secret that, even though I had recorded this game several times... Wait a minute, is this another one? I feel like there's more out here. I guess not, though. Yeah, I did not know how to get to this secret during the first few recordings I made of this game. And then this here, I kind of like this section because it's sort of... I like when FPS games have sort of realistic designs, and this kind of made me feel like this was a security checkpoint. Like, you can't get through to the end of the level unless you talk to the guys behind the wall, and they, I don't know, check your papers and allow you to go through. And that finishes level 7. And level 8 is extremely small, so I'm just going to keep going straight into it. Starts off with a neat little gimmick of, oh my god, that's a lot of pink demons. But with the help of all those explosive barrels and a few rockets, they are easily taken out. And then the auto map here shows just how small of a level this really is. Over here is the one secret in the entire level. And then that finishes it off for enemies that are not boss enemies. I'll grab some shotgun ammo. And this leads off to the boss arena, which I also didn't much care for as a kid, because once you step out here, you wake up a couple enemies in these rooms, and they are not the nicest of guys. When I was a kid, that was a much more harrowing fight. There's also one thing I also noticed while recording this before. If you look at the map and zoom in, there's actually a little chamber off to the side. And that's just a switch that lowers that elevator again. But that is the boss encounter at the end of this game. Those enemies do come back as non-boss enemies later on. And then another lovely rising staircase. It's kind of an underwhelming final encounter, but this was just the shareware version of the game, or the shareware episode, so this was just kind of a way to entice players to end up spending money on the full version. Yeah, so you step on that teleporter and it brings you to a room full of enemies, and as soon as you get low enough on health, it just triggers the end of the game. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and ticket home? What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the lost demo space. Looks like you're stuck on the shores of hell. The only way out is through. To continue the Doom experience, play The Shores of Hell and its amazing sequel, Inferno. And that is Doom. Well, the first episode of Doom, at least. There are 3 more, and hopefully I'll be able to finish this game off much sooner than I did Wolfenstein 3D. It took me something like 9 months to finish that game, but this one also has less episodes. There are quite a few different Doom-style games that I want to play in the future, but in order to do those, I'm going to be finishing this one off first. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.